Hello everybody and welcome to another Toom Tuesday. It is October 4th, 2022, and this is update number 56. Let's get right into it. So as we enter quarter 4 2022, we are starting to see that all markets are trading in a sideways pattern. Bottoming is a process, and although volatility has dropped slightly, we remain cautiously optimistic. With many global macro events such as interest rates rising, global conflict, and uncertainty, our focus continues to be on building a safe and steady place to earn yield. We do expect some more bearish markets ahead, but we will get the occasional move up like we experienced today. So we did see some movement over the last 2 days with Bitcoin pushing from about 18,900 up to 20,200 in that ballpark. So a couple really decent moves, but again, we're going to see some occasional pushes like that. Overall markets are still trending down, but we are seeing a sideways pattern where we are seeing a lot of accumulation across the board, sort of maintaining a range. Now, as a recap for Toom and Life this past week, more than 2.8 million people had the opportunity to see the Life.com logo on Instagram alone, which is proudly displayed on the halo of Pierre Gasly's Formula One race car. So for those who are unaware, the halo is a relatively recent addition to Formula One cars, and its primary function as a safety component is to prevent injuries and save lives. Therefore, the halo and Life. All right, so we've updated the home pages of Life.com and v3.toom.com, soon to be toom.com. They'll be more easy to navigate. They look elegant. They're nice and clean. It's really beautiful on mobile as well as desktop. So our goal in the coming months is to bring DeFi to the mass market by creating a more easy experience inside of DeFi. And of course, stay tuned for more updates on that. This is where you can see the Instagram shot, and you see Life.com right there. This is the halo. That's a large piece of reinforced steel that is put there for safety reasons in order to save lives. We go through the timelines, and then it's home sweet home. So here we go. The team has been busy behind the scenes crafting not one, but two beautiful landing pages for Toom and Life. Now when you land on Toom or Life, you are greeted with a stunning, simple, and elegant homepage that will help navigate new and veteran users alike to the areas that they want to visit most. Not only are these beautiful on desktop, but it's also a huge benefit to have these on mobile. It's a big help on mobile because everything is very clear. It's right in front of you, and you just click and go. So let's take a look at those right now. Let's just go straight to V3 Toom. Here we are on V3 Toom, and you can see this is now the landing page. Now, according to the Toom Tuesday, it did say that soon to be toom.com. So this V3 is still a stepping stone until we get it all over to toom.com. But it looks real nice. It's beautiful. Gives you some links to get over to Toom Chain, options to go over here over to Life. And it just looks clean. It looks very nice instead of landing on Toom and getting put directly on the swap, which can be confusing for new users. Now let's go take a look at Life. And this is on Life.com right here. Same thing. It's beautiful. It's elegant. It's clean. You got all the price markers up top. It's got some information about AlphaTauri. This is the racing Formula One that we just looked at, Pierre Gasly. And Sonato is also on there as a sponsor. And then you have information over here about stake and stablecoin, start earning, just click and go. Again, it looks good, it's beautiful, it's clean, and this way you aren't landing directly on the swap when you go to visit the page. All right, back here for the Toom Tuesday. This is the mobile view. No need to zoom this in. It's already pretty big. But you can just see how everything is very simple, very easy to get to. Once you load this up and you go to it, you'll be able to scroll up, and all that information you just saw on desktop will be right there on mobile. Same thing with Life over here. So again, for Toom, it's v3.toom.com. For Life, it's life.com. All right, let's get into some Toom updates. Toom is operating like a well-oiled machine and creating opportunities to generate yield safely in this rough market. Our Cemetery V2 is offering some fantastic APRs with the assets you love to pair, all while accumulating L-share rewards. Lending and borrowing are live, and we have additional opportunities to single stake your favorite assets to earn life rewards with our Genesis Q4. TVL is growing, specifically in our L3 pools. As you can see over here, current APR highlights, 19.6 for L3 and USDC, 1744 for the curve pool, L3 FUSD and USDC. And then down here, you got other yield opportunities, 2587 L3 and DAI, 2074 L3 FUSDT, and 3581 for the other curve pool, L3 DAI USDC. So really good APRs in any market, but especially in this market. Moving on with some Life updates. Life also has some of the best APRs in DeFi. Between the garden, the terrace, the greenhouse, and the nursery, there is something for everyone. The user experience of near instant transactions on Tomb Chain is something that everyone needs to embrace at least once in their lives. The Fountain of Life and the vaults continue with their audit process. More updates when they become available. So obviously when they are out of audit, I mean, we will all know when that happens. So any updates, of course, you'll be able to get them on Telegram, Discord, right here on Medium if it's through a Tomb Tuesday, or always stay tuned to the Tomb Tuesdays and you'll be able to get that information right there. DefiLlama just announced yesterday that they are tracking LifeSwap on their volume dashboard. And that's really cool. So you could go to DefiLlama and you could check that out. We'll take a look at that right now. All right, here we are in DefiLlama. You can see Dex LifeSwap. So it has some 24-hour volume, 24-hour change, has some Dex information down here. Get to the website, Twitter, CoinGecko, TombChain Explorer, and then you have some charts down here. Looks like this is just going to be daily volume is what it looks like. So cool stuff. It's awesome to know that it's now being tracked on DefiLlama, which is used by a great many people. So it's awesome to have it on there. All right, moving on. Tomb Chain stats, 500,000 plus total transactions. So another milestone has been hit, and that's really awesome. Also set a new all-time high record for daily transactions. Wallets are just under 2,700. Let's take a look at these in some larger detail. All right, here we can see the transactions per day. Average is looking at 2288, but this right here yesterday, that was the peak over there. Really cool to see some new records being made. All right, here we have a milestone reached, 500,000 total transactions. We're actually up to 541 at the time of this graphic. All right, moving on, let's get into L3USD updates. Our L3USD stable asset is deepening its liquidity day after day between our curve pools and then all the LPs on Tomb, all the LPs on Life. Those all act as liquidity because they are LPs, liquidity providers. So that in turn turns it into liquidity. So let there be no mistake about it. We are growing. The growth rate from launch has been very encouraging, and we continue getting closer to initiating phase 2, which is going to be unlock borrowing. So let's take a closer look at these pictures here. Okay, here we can see building deep liquidity between two curve pools, Tomb Swap, 1, 2, and 3, and then LifeSwap over here. Right, you have your swap liquidity total at 6.2 million right here. Stake TVL at 2.9, and then your APRs across the board. And for those that are unaware, the unlock borrowing is phase 2. And remember, phase 1 is everything that we're in right now, building that liquidity, building deep liquidity. The more LPs that go on there, the more L3 that gets minted, that gets pushed onto LPs. And then, you know, as your TVL grows, as your LPs grow, your liquidity then grows. With that type of growth, once they've reached what they need to reach, we can unlock borrowing, which is phase 2. And then, of course, phase 3 is expand liquidity pairs. You want to increase L3 with all these other pairs and push them out over to Tomb and Life and the whole bit. All right, bring on the dApps. Last week, we talked about MetaMask mobile browser and what it means for new users onboarding into the DeFi world. Although the market has been down for nearly a year, it remains paramount that we create a learning curve that is as simple as possible for when the next cycle ushers in a new wave of DeFi pioneers and crypto enthusiasts. Now, this goes back to Talking about the landing pages that we just talked about, making it clean, elegant, easy to navigate, making the mobile version very easy to go through. Find what you need, click it, and go. Now we're talking about the Edge wallet. So I've spoken about, or this, of course, Harry has been spoken about the Edge wallet for a very long time. For those that have been here for a while, back in February, I announced that I was the leading 15 million Series A investment round of the Edge wallet, and then I've known the team since 2014 when they were Airbits. This integration will help cast new eyes on the Tomb Life ecosystem and put the power of our L3USD stable asset in the palm of everyone's hands. This integration enables users to access staking directly from the Edge wallet. And it is really cool. Once you're on the wallet, you add a Phantom wallet. When you're in the Phantom wallet, you add tokens. So you can add Tomb, T-Share, T-Bond, and then you can add Life, L-Share, L3 USD. Then you click on any one of those tokens and there's an option for staking. Click on staking and then that'll open up the doors. That integration keeps things very, very, very simple. So you look at the Edge wallet on edge.app. We'll take a look at that in just 1 second. While you're exploring, try these addresses in their plugin. Now, for their plugin, you have to go to either buy or sell, go to custom, and then you're just going to punch in L3USD.com. You will likely need the https:// and then L3USD.com. But there's not too much you can do, but you can view it in that sense on the mobile version, just like you would with MetaMask. Let's take a look at Edge right now. All right, so here we are on Edge. All the information you need right here. You want to download the App Store, done. You want to get it for Android, done. Nice and easy. Android direct download, APK, that's available as well. So they have a ton of users, 3.3 million accounts created, which is fantastic. They support over 130 assets, which is great. 10 languages supported and 179 countries supported. And this is really good because now you are in the eyes of all of those other people. So provided that they're on the Phantom network, now they can go and they can add all your Tomb and Life ecosystem tokens. And then from there, they'll have the ability to go and stake right away. All right, FELIX.com update. So FELIX works behind the scenes to offer the best DeFi and CeFi trading experience and VIP trading discounts. If you follow a DCA strategy and hold Tomb in FELIX, it's one of the best options to accumulate during this market. FELIX has iOS and Android apps for trading that are both live, simple, and easy to use. As a reminder, there's also 0% trading fees on specific Bitcoin pairs. So there's no better time to get familiar with FELIX than right now. So you could go on FELIX, whether you're on an iPhone or whether you're on an Android, doesn't matter. You can get the app right there. You can download, very easy to navigate. You can find any of your Bitcoin, your standard Bitcoin, Ethereum, all those guys are on there. Phantom ecosystem tokens have been added. We're adding other tokens that are all, encapsulated into the DeFi world. And all of that stuff is very easy to access and trade and use, SEX style tools because you're on a SEX with DeFi tokens, which is absolutely fantastic. So right now the promotion is 0% Bitcoin trading fees on BTC USDT, BTC BUSD, BTC USDC, and BTC TUSD. And that is ongoing. So until we get word that that is closing, you're able to go on there right now and enjoy no fees while trading those pairs. All right, moving on. Fanny and T-Bone update. This week, we continue the Life in Crypto comic series with Yerold's Life. Regarding the airdrops, please be patient as we continue building the infrastructure to properly utilize these new assets. There is no hurry in this current market. I need to say that again. There's absolutely no hurry in this market, in these current market conditions, to be pushing these airdrops out here. So just stay patient. Let the team build the infrastructure, let them get everything in place, and then they can start pushing out these airdrops. All right, generally it's good to have everything in place and validated before rushing things out. All right, here is the latest 007 Life in crypto. This is number 7, what to do when the price tanks. I'll throw this on the screen for a second. All right, so hopefully you paused it, took a read, and you are good to go. We're ending this off like we do every week in the last few weeks. The future is bright, so everything you see on this list is complementary to everything in the Tomb Life ecosystem. They all work together. They all work hand in hand. Everything that's on here is all centrally related back to the keystone, right? And the keystone is back to Tomb. So that's where all this other stuff comes from. We have new stuff that's all in the pipe works, all of this stuff that's kind of, a little grayed out over here. All these things are coming. They're all being worked out. You can try to understand the magnitude of how much work all of this actually is, and that the team is essentially just not sleeping. All right, so all of this stuff is being worked on, and we'll be very excited when they all come out. Obviously, we will let you know when they are all ready. Okay, so both the game of Tomb and the game of Life were developed so that users of all types might take pleasure in a secure and varied environment within the DeFi market, providing users with an infinite number of options, all of the different things, all the different ways you could play the game, not only on Tomb, but also on Life, bridging over to Tomb Chain, all of those things, again, they all coalesce together to give you all of these different options. And especially in a market like this where you're still able to hold on to your favorite assets, but generate yield from them, it's absolutely phenomenal. That will wrap it up for this week's Tomb Tuesday. As always, we keep calm, tomb on, and enjoy life.